Hello, guys. Welcome to Elegant Conversation with Jacqueline Valdez. I am so excited for today's guest. Whoop, whoop. So we have Mr. Kool Bell from Kool and the Gang, and we are so excited and honored to have him here. We're going to talk about his champagne, his 40th celebration on Celebration, and all sorts of good stuff. So welcome to our show.
Hey there, how you doing, Jack?
I am
That's
doing
all right.
well. Yes, Jacqueline, how are you today?
I'm doing okay.
Yes, and I appreciate you coming on the show. You've had such a busy schedule, and I'm so sorry for the passing of your loved one. So we are sending lots of love to you and your family.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your condolence.
Yes, thank you. So welcome to the show. So I'm super excited to have you here. So please put just a tiny bit to your right so we can get you all the way into the screen.
Okay, I need to.
Yes, that way. Towards your champagne. Perfect. Yes. Perfect. So it's your 40th.
Baby?
Perfect.
Okay.
So it's your 40th celebration on your song Celebration.
Yes, the 40 years.
Yes, that's so exciting. Congrats.
Yeah, it's been 40 years with the song celebration. We're happy about that. The fact that it's lasted that long and still moving.
It is, yeah. And I have so many friends that are huge fans of yours. I have one friend who's getting married, and she's so excited to find out I was interviewing you because your song is going to be at her wedding. It's on her playlist. And then I have another friend who plays the music every time she teaches workshops. So we have so many fans and so many people who love you and who listen to that song all the time.
Okay. Well, I'm happy about that. Hey, celebrate good times. Come on.
Right through. I love it. So you have a really cool new fun campaign out that's called Kool Campaign. So tell us about how that got started.
Well, it's called the Cool Champagne. It started a couple of years ago. I was on tour in Europe, and the promoter was doing something with the late Barry White with the champagne, and
Okay.
also one of the members of the Bee Gees. And he
Wow.
asked us about, selling the champagne at our concert on the tour. And I said, well, I don't know, that's the best way to go of selling it on the tour. I said it's best. I wanted to do a retail,
Right.
and I said, and I came up with the name and the concept and the idea called Le Cool Champagne,
I love it.
and that's how it started.
I love it. So when Kool Campaign, everyone has to go out and get some.
Absolutely.
So what projects are you up to? I know you're still busy and you have a rehearsal today. What exciting stuff is coming up?
Well, we're working on a new album for next year.
Woo!
You know, we have a song that my brother wrote before he passed. It's called "For the Pursuit of Happiness, World Peace."
Oh,
And actually, it's on YouTube now. You can download that on YouTube. If you download Kool and the Gang, Pursuit of Happiness, that's out now. And but we're coming out with an album called Perfect Union, and
nice.
it'll be out the top of the year.
Ooh.
And of course, I'm here in the OTC. I call it the Old Town Condo here in Orlando, and we're doing a lot of social media and different interviews and getting things moving here.
I love it. That's so exciting. There's no slowing down. Full force and straight ahead.
Okay, I couldn't hear that last one. You broke up a little bit.
I was saying that you're going full force and you're just really moving forward and going straight ahead, conquering everything.
Yep, moving straight ahead.
I love it. And it's so easy right now. World peace, especially with everything that's going on in the world. It's really challenging right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's timely song um, when my brother was writing this song.
Yeah.
Because, the world is definitely kind of crazy right now, of course,
Yeah.
and with the pandemic and all the things that's going on right now. It's time for a little peace around the world, and that's the concept. So when you see the video
Uh-huh.
and listen to the song, you get an idea of what we're talking about. We have had other songs, in the past, like songs like "Love and Understanding" and "Who's Gonna Take the Weight." But world peace, I think, it's very timely for what's going on right now.
Yes, I love it, fact that you use the platform to help inspire others and to really bring, messages to people and to let them really connect with one another.
Okay, you kind of breaking up. Can you repeat that again?
I'm sorry about that. I know we have some kind of audio issue going on here. I was saying that I have so much love for that you're using the platform to inspire others and to make people connect with one another.
Yeah, well, that's important. The inspiration of people uh, wanting to connect and work together, especially now with the pandemic. People are staying home, and getting used to being with their brothers and their sisters and their brothers and their uncle and the family.
Yes,
So it's definitely important right now in terms of connecting.
yes,
What's going on right now.
yes, very true. What tip would you give new artists that are wanting to keep pushing through and staying connected with their other bandmates? Because you guys are so close knit and so connected, and still through the years are going strong.
Oh, you asked me what artists that.
What tip could you give someone, a new artist that's wanting to stay connected with their group, with their band, and keep staying connected through many years?
Well, I would say, you know, um, they should kind of be serious about what they want to do, turn to new artists, and learn as much as they can about the music industry, and try to be as original as possible, which is kind of hard today because a lot of artists sound like artists.
Yeah.
But then again, with the record companies, that's what they're looking for. What's the most commercial? But things have changed now. I mean, you have social media and you have different ways of getting your music out. More so than a record company. Record companies are always looking for that next hit.
Yeah.
Sometimes they remind me of Burger King and McDonald's. Get a quick hit, get that hit out. But it's good. So I mean, just be serious because I know it's
Yeah.
a little tough right now in terms of the industry right now, as you know,
Yeah.
what's going on. With the pandemic, even
Yeah.
artists like myself, we haven't worked in 8 or 9 months.
Wow.
A lot of groups are not working right now because of the pandemic and the COVID-19. And new artists probably be even harder, but
Yeah.
they have social media like we're doing right now. They can speak to their audience and try to communicate and let the world know what they're doing.
Yes, very true. How long does it take you to create a song and to come up with it?
Repeat that one again.
How long does it take you to write a song, to create it, to do all the musical parts to a song, and then to put it together?
How long does it take to write a song?
Yeah.
That depends. That depends on what the song is.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it's you get an idea for being on the road or something, and something comes to you. Like for instance, back in the '70s, we had songs like Caribbean Festival, and we
Right.
were down in the Caribbean, in Trinidad, working, and get inspired by that. Or if you take a song like Ladies Night,
Uh-huh.
um, when we wrote that song, my wife and I was hanging out in New York, in Studio 54 and Regimes, and we noticed that every weekend there was a ladies' night. I said, "Wow, that'd be a great idea for a song." And at that time, James J.T. Taylor had just joined the band,
Uh-huh.
and uh, uh, we recorded with him, and it became a big hit. So it varies.
Wow, that's so exciting. I love hearing the history of some of your songs. It's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, you got other songs that's about experiences. a song like "Too Hot." George Brown wrote that song, and you know, high school sweetheart. Things were so brand new, and things got a little bit too hot, so he had to move on. These are reality songs. These are things that happen, in life.
That's so exciting. So when was the last time you went on tour? Was it before COVID or was it before that?
The what now?
When you went on tour, when you traveled to perform, when was the last time that you were able to do that? Was
Well,
it
the last time I was on the
beforehand?
road,
Yes.
yeah, almost 9 months ago.
Woo!
I was um, I was on a cruise ship. It was called it was the '80s. It was a group from the '80s,
Okay.
and I was right at the beginning of COVID-19, and there was guys that were canceling, not doing the show. Like in excess, they were in Italy. They couldn't come in because of they had traveled in Italy, and then Loverboy and a few other groups. They asked us to stay on the ship, so we stayed on the ship for the whole week. We was only supposed to be there for 3 nights. Then, of course, we got off the ship. That's when this whole COVID-19 hit, and uh, we haven't worked since then.
Oh
But it looks
wow.
like we might be working for New Year's. I got a call now. You'll know soon. We might finally have a New Year's Day
Yeah.
date, I should say, and maybe we'll go into 2021, and things will be much better. Let's have some fun in 2021, because
Yes, we will have
2020 has
some
been
fun with
tough.
you. And
Yeah,
all of your fans will love to join you and have some fun and celebrate for sure.
absolutely. That's what we're looking for. We'll
Yes,
bring the New Year's in. Once we accept this date.
I love it. I love it so much. So you also have a foundation, right? That you help other people.
Yeah, the Kool Kids Foundation.
Yes. Tell us about that.
Well, my wife came up with that idea, before she passed. I lost my wife a couple of years ago, and she wanted to do something for the kids, to bring music back to the schools. And when I was coming up, we had music in the schools,
Yes.
and I remember I wanted to play the violin in school, didn't like it, so took it back. The cello, didn't like it, took that back. The mellophone, almost like a French horn, didn't like that, took that back. So I ended up becoming a bass player. But what I'm saying that was available.
Yeah.
You don't have that anymore. So that's what her dream was. And I'm moving to kind of make that happen with the Cool Kids Foundation. And pushing education. We did a tour one time called "It's Cool to Stay in School." Uh, that was backed by Cherry Coke, and we did 42 cities. And one of the artists that came and said, "Well, we're doing fine because we would do a meet and greet." And they said, "Well, we're doing good in school, but we'd like to sing a song for you." And which they did. They did an a cappella song. They said, "Wow, you guys sound great." So my cousin uh, became their manager, and that group was Color Me Bad.
Wow.
Remember Color Me Bad? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's how that happened. So that's a little bit about what happens with the whole foundation. Pushing education, and this is what you want, and this is what I'm doing.
Oh, I love that so much. I'm so sorry that you lost your wife. I have lost both my parents, and I have been pushing my dreams and pushing their dreams to help inspire others too. So I have so much love and respect for you that you're an inspiration to me. Keep moving forward and keep doing stuff in memory of your loved ones.
Yeah, well, we're very happy, because the kids are our future. So
Yeah.
the Cool Kids Foundation, and there's a lot of other foundations that's doing things for kids as well. And I'm looking forward to pushing this into the next year of doing more great things for the Cool Kids Foundation, different fundraisers, and etc.
Wow, that's so exciting. Yes, you guys, you have to follow the Kool Kids Foundation, and we will post the information on your interview later so that we can find out about that, people who you're streaming, and more.
Yeah.
Yes. So, is there any artists that you would like to collaborate with that you want to work with? any singers, musicians?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different groups over the years that we had talked about possibly doing something with.
Right.
One of them is Bruno Mars. You know, he's got that Kool Gang thing going on, and we would like to probably do something with him. You know,
That would be awesome.
good friend of mine is Robin Thicke. We might want to do a couple of things with Robin Thicke on this new year. It depends, you know. It depends on what happens in 2021.
I love it. I love it. And I love that you have such a unique style and your group has stayed unique to your style and has not given in to, being the same like other musicians. You guys have stood your ground, you've gone your own path, created your own journey, and people love you for that.
Well, thank you. I mean, that was one of the things that we have been able to do is to keep our own style through the 70s and 80s all the way up until today. Because back in the day, you know, you would have a group like the Ohio Players that had their sound. Earth, Wind, and Fire had their sound and style. You know, the Commodores, and of course George Clinton, the P Funk mob,
Yeah.
and Kool Gang. We have been able to keep our style, and our signature has always been our horns.
Yeah.
And my brother was one of the ones that was making and those horn arrangements. So
Oh,
it's been
wow.
great, and we still maintaining that today, and you know, and hopefully in the future.
Yeah, definitely. How do you keep yourself so young and stay current?
Well, have to keep our ears to the street. You know, you gotta listen to the young kids and things that they're saying, and you know, my son will say, "Hey, Dad, this is the new groove. This is where you need to be at." You know,
Yeah.
especially with social media. You know, can't be too old school, and you can't be too new school either, because the old school will think you're too new, and the new will think you're too old. So you have to find that niche
I
that
love
works, and we've been able to do that.
I love that so much. So, do you think you guys will do any concerts on social media, or that you'll play anything on Instagram Live or something live for the fans?
Well, yeah, well, we probably will. We've been talking to some people and probably do some shows, some virtual shows, and also, so, Instagram and social media. It all depends on how things move in the next 60 days. Because this is November already, and so the new year will be here before you know it, and hopefully things will open up again, and we'll be touring again around the world. Because we lost almost 40, 50 shows. We were doing the Tokyo Music Festival. We were doing the Singapore Jazz Festival. We were doing the Australia Rock Festival. We had major shows throughout Germany, France, Italy, Spain. You know, so to all my fans that might be listening to me now, we look forward to seeing you next year. In other words, the gang will be back.
Yes! So excited. We will be waiting. Was there anyone that you wanted to give a special shout out to?
Well, I always like to give a special shout out to all my fans, because it's my fans who supported Kool Gang for so many years. And we like to thank our fans for being with us, because this business is one of ups and downs, hills and valleys. But we've been able to navigate through it all. And if it wasn't for our fans, you guys, we wouldn't be here. So my shout out is to all of you who have supported Kool Gang for so many years. It's been over 50 something years.
Wow. Amazing. Simply, yeah, amazing. There's so much love for you. Was there anything else that you wanted to tell the viewers?
Well, again, I pray that everyone take care of themselves. Stay healthy. With this whole COVID-19 thing that we're going through, and stay strong. My thing is about, you know, don't give up. keep it moving, and keep it grooving.
I love it. I'm going to take your words of advice and I'm going to keep it moving, keep it grooving, and stay positive.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Get down on it.
Yeah, for sure. Music is everything. Music and the arts are huge and are so needed during this hard, difficult time in life. So I have so much love and respect that you're doing the Kids Foundation, you're doing your music, and you're still creating something beautiful.
Yeah. Well, again, we said it. Back in the day, music is the message. Music is our message. Music can heal the world. And
Yeah.
one thing I always say, I'm not a politician. I'm a musician. So let's let the music take your mind. Maybe we can all come together and have a good time. Maybe there will be peace. You know. You know what? Let's make the world cool again. How about that?
Yes. Let's do it. What is it that you want to be remembered for?
Well, for what we do, my music, the different things that I have done, we have done, and what we're still doing, as relates to, the Kool Kids Foundation and various other charities that we supported, and being one to want to see a lot of unity in the world, a lot of love, a lot of understanding. That's what I like to be remembered for.
I love it. And you already are. You're already creating a wonderful platform. You're leaving so many people inspired. You're such an amazing person and you're so talented and there's just so much love for you. And I'm so excited to have had you on the show and to be part of your journey. And I am just so thankful for you. And thank you for illuminating the world with your presence.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yes, it has been a pleasure.
Okay. Well,
Thank
hopefully
you.
see everybody soon.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we'll keep it moving and moving.
You got a lot of energy. I like that. Okay.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Elegant Conversation with Jacqueline Valdez, illuminating the world one voice at a time. And we had the wonderful Robert Cobell and Nicole Mickey. And I'm so excited for you guys to tune in. There's so much love. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and then also our podcast. Bye.
Thank you. Enjoy the holidays, be it Thanksgiving, Christmas, or the New Year. See you.
Yes. Yes. Bye,
Okay.
love.
Thank you.